Use the audio selection option. Any problems, please contact our viewers hotline. Live from Llandudno now with flashing images. Dyma.
Mae Jack Smith ar yr ochr bella. Sgwar o Dawid Smith! Y croesiad at y canol! O, gyfforddiad gwych gan McGonagall! Reeves yn croesi reit ar y postyn pella. Ac yn ar ergyd ar gol a Ben Wyn sydd i chael
Jake Phillips felly i ennill y gêm yn gyrru'r Fflint i rownd yr 8 olaf.
Murray i fewn tuag Parry. O, am cyffyrddiad ac am gol.
Lawrence yn croesi yn y pen draw! A peniad Mo Ali! Mae yna ganlyniad syfdanol ar y cardia.
Ar ergyd yn gywir! A mae Bradley wedi rhoi'r ymwelwyr ar y blaen. Goset sy'n mynd amdani! Ac o bosib, dyna'r gol sy'n rhoi Caernarfon y rownd gynderfynol Cwpan Cymru.
Mae'n benwythnos mawr yng Nghwpan Cymru. Yr hen gystadleuaeth sydd mor gyffroes ag erioed tymor yma. Diolch i hen enwer gorffennol sydd wedi camu o'r cysgodion. Cwpan Gogledd Cymru falle, dylen ni alw fe hefyd. Fori, Caernarfon yn cwrdd ar Rhyl. Bangor yn erbyn Fflint nawn yma. Yn yr heilwen fan hyn yn Llandudno. Croeso mawr ato ni. Penwythnos mawr i ddod. Croeso hefyd i Owain Tudur Jones sy'n cadw cwmni i fi. Cyn chwaraewr canolcau Cymru a Bangor wrth gwrs. So mae'r Bangor yn bwysig. Felly Bangor 1876 sydd dan ni fan hyn. Hen enw, ond clwb newydd. Clwb gath ei sefydlu gan y cefnogwyr. Oedd yn poeni am y dyfodol, ond iawn i wneud hynny. Popeth yn gyfarwydd. Be neidi'r sefyllfa da'r clwb yma?
Ie, mae wedi cymryd touch bach o amser i pawb ddod at ei gilydd, dwi'n meddwl. Pan mae yna un clwb yn diflannu, wrth reswm mae'n cymryd amser i gefnogwyr ac ti'n poeni am hanes yr hen glwb ag ati, ond mae pethau'n dechrau gwella. A dwi'n meddwl mae'r clwb a'r ddinas rwan yn unedu, yn dod at ei gilydd, ac i gael hynna ti angen llwyddiant. A dyna mae'r tîm yma'n dechrau wneud. Llwyddiant ar y cae, sy'n golygu am pawb yn dod at ei gilydd, ond sam gêm fwy na heddiw wedi bod, de.
Maen nhw yn y drydydd hain, maen nhw'r frig y drydydd hain, yn cael tymor campus, rhamant y cwpan, ond beth yw'r reality o ran y Fflint heddi?
Y reality ydy, mae gen nhw jans gwirioneddol rwan, oherwydd mae yna ddigon o brofiad gan Bangor, mae yna ddigon o chwaraewyr egniol o gwmpas yr hen pros os lici di, ond mi fydd hi'n anodd. Fflint ydy'r ffefrynnau heb os, oherwydd nhw ydy'r prif dîm, nhw ydy'r tîm sydd yn yr uwch gyngrair, ond os ydy jans am sioc, you better believe it, Dylan.
Dyna pam ni yma. Reit, ni'n barod amdani. Dewch i ni glywed gan y rheolwyr, Lee Fowler sydd yng ngofal Fflint. Mae fe wedi codi'r cwpan yma gyda'r seintiau newydd. Michael Johnson sy'n arwen Bangor. Cododd Cwpan Cymru 2 gwaith gyda'r hen glwb. Ond ni wedi bod yn siarad â Nicky John.
They're a very good team. They've got players who are playing in their team who should be playing in the Welsh Premier League. You've got Dion, obviously Tommy Creamers. Every other season he seems to score a goal of the season every week. He's a better football player than he was my boot boy as well, I know that. Yeah, they're a good team. It's going to be a great occasion. The fans are already boisterous already, which is really good. And we'll just see the best team who wins on the day.
We've been fortunate enough to knock out the higher opposition, as you've said. But, you know, this is that one step further this time. We've done our homework, we've been to see them, we've been to watch them, we've lent on a few people on the way. So, as I just said, you know, we're just hoping to give a really, really good account of ourselves.
As a coach and as a manager, we've cut the analysts, we've cut the coaching, we've cut the detail, and we just focused on ourselves, and it seems to work. We did last year in phase 2 last year, we've done it this year in phase 2 again, so the proof's in the pudding. Less is more, and it's all about the players going on the pitch and showcasing their ability.
You know, this will be the biggest achievement that I've ever done if we get to the final. You know, when we look at, as I just said, when we look at last season, you know, and the adversity, what happened, and then on the flip side, and then you see what could be. It would be momentous. You know, it'd be brilliant for the city. You know, the investment that's gone in, the background work that's gone in this season. You know, I think they deserve all the success that they could possibly get. As we just said, it's a cup game. You know, we've got nothing to lose. We are the underdogs, as you say. So we'll give it our best shot, and hopefully we can go that one step further and become the first tier 3 team to reach a final.
Reit, Bangor, maen nhw ar y frig I cyngrair ardal y gogledd, ond disgyn tymor diwetha, oedd hwnna'n bach o sioc, maen nhw'n cael tymor campus ar hyn o bryd. Pa fath o dîm ti disgwyl gweld heddi?
Fel dwi wedi cyfeirio'n barod, mae gan Bangor y cyfuniad na, yr hen chwaraewyr proffesiynol, a chwaraewyr da boes fatha Dion Donahue, sydd ar safon uwch na uwch gyngrair Cymru. Dyna pa mor dda dyn nhw. A mae yna egni o'i cwmpas nhw, ond y gwahaniaeth ydy, dwi'n teimlo Fflint yn chwaraewyr fwy athletic, sydd yn siwtio'r gêm fodern, sydd yn mynd I fod yn anodd I ddelio fo. Ond pan mae gen ti boes fatha Dec McManus,
Wel, ie,
da ni'n gwybod am ei hanes mae gen ti wastad jans, a dyna pam dwi'n meddwl mae'n mynd I fod yn agos heddiw.
Dyma nhw yn y rownd diwetha, yn ennill yn ebyn Ceired Trelai, miloedd yn gwylio gyda llaw y Mangor. Ie, mae'n ddiddorol, mae'r gefnogaeth yn amlwg yna hefyd o gwmpas y clwb.
A mae hynna'n mynd I wneud gwahaniaeth heddiw. Felly, Fflint ydy'r prif dîm, nhw sydd efo y profiad o fod yn y Cymru Premier, ond ydyn nhw'n delio efo torfawr drwy'r amser, ydyn nhw'n delio efo'r ffaith mae nhw ydy'r ffefrynnau. Felly, mae yna wahanol elfenna o'r gêm sydd yn mynd I fod yn bwysig, fyddwn ni'n gwybod tan mae'n dechrau. Ond o safbwynt Bangor, maen nhw jyst I exeitio, oherwydd, fel dwi wedi cyfeirio'n barod, hwn di'r gêm fwyaf yn eu hanes nhw, yn hanes y clwb newydd yma. Felly mae pawb di exeitio, pawb yn edrych ymlaen, ydyn nhw'n gallu mynd un cam ymhellach a cael sioc a curo tîm o'r Cymru Premier. Gown ni weld.
Ie, dyma'i 8fed gêm nhw yn y cwpan gyda llaw. Stori wahanol iawn o ran y Fflint. Maen nhw wedi cael taith weddol gyfforddus i'r 4 ola. Oedd rhaid nhw ennill ym mhen y bont a gwneud hynny ar gicio'r smotyn. Dyma nhw'n ebyn bai Trearthyr yn y rownd diwetha. Yn ennill yn gyfforddus eto Aberdaki yn disgleirio. Dwi'n mynd yn dechrau heddi. Dyn nhw'n dieldio Fflint yn y cwpan.
Na, fydden nhw'n teimlo, os maen nhw'n troi fyny, maen nhw'n mynd I ennill y gêm a cyrraedd y ffeinal. A dwi'n meddwl bod ni gyd yn gytun, Cynarfon ydy'r ffefrynnau rwan. I cwpa nhw ydi o'i golli yn y marn I. Ond Fflint, mae'n siŵr ar bapur, ydy'r un tîm. Fydden nhw'n ofni, dwi'n gwybod fod hi'n wahanol efo gêm ddarbi yn ebyn Bangor, ond o ran safon y chwaraewyr, Fflint ydy'r tîm sydd yn gallu herio nhw, ond mae Fflint yn gorfod mynd heibio Bangor heddiw a dwi'n yn siŵr os mae hynny'n mynd I ddigwydd.
Na, pwy a wyr. Ni mae'r haul yn gwenu yn Llandudno. A'r ddau dîm yn barod amdani. Wynebau cyfarwydd, hen wynebau cyfarwydd o'r gorffennol dal yma hefyd. Tipyn o benwthnos I ddod, Cynarfon Rhyl Fori. Ni'n dechrau yng Nghwpan Cymru gyda hon. Mae'n glasur. Bangor yn cwrdd â Fflint. Mae'n fyw pan ddewn ni nôl wedi'r egwyl. Croes yno ato ni I Llandudno. No ddathlu fan hyn neithiwr hefyd. Maen nhw'n sicrhau I lle yn ôl yn uwch gyngrau'r Cymru. Llwyddiant yn y gyngrair, ond pwy fydd yn cael llwyddiant yn y cwpan fan hyn pnawn ma. Mae'n teimlo fel amser maith yn ôl ys ni weld Bangor yn y sefyllfa yma. A ddim llawer yn sôn am y Fflint, mae hynny'n gallu bod yn beryglus. Dyma nhw, maen nhw'n barod I gamu'r cae. Ambell I beth yn mynd â'i gilydd yn berffaith ydyn nhw. Bara menyn, halen a phupur, a Bangor a Cwpan Cymru. Beth arall sy'n mynd yn dda â'i gilydd, ein tîmau sylwebu ni. English language commentary is available. Mark Jones, Tommy Morgan, waiting for you there. A fel o'n i'n gweud, y cyfuniad perffaith wrth ochr y cae hefyd. Cyn ymwysodwr Cymru, Malcolm Allen sydd gyda Nick Parry.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Go Goodwins Stadium in Llandudno for the first semi-final of the 25-26 JD Welsh Cup. Flint Town United are the only winners of this cup left in the competition and will start as favourites against Bangor 1876, who are currently top of the Ardell North West League in Tier 3 of Welsh domestic football. As league placings go, it's almost a Davis versus Goliath Cup tie, but Bangor have only lost once in 30 plus games this season, and boosted by the majority of fans here today, will believe they can spring a surprise on semi-final afternoon. Alongside me, Tommy Morgan. Tom, looks like a great game in prospect. Wonderful weather, by the way, as well.
Yeah, fantastic occasion here at Llandudno this afternoon. Great crowd here. Both teams vying for that place in the final. I expect a really good close encounter as well.
Would you agree, Tom, with the well, there's the two lineups there. In fact, a couple of Declan McManus, most probably the name well known to most viewers, ex-TNS, lining up for Bangor 1876, and Flint also with a few class players in, Tom.
Yeah, certainly. You know, look at the both teams there. Durran Summers-Jones. You know, there's Flint's lineup here. The original, well, 3-5-2, which they love to play, and a lot will depend on how Harry Owen plays in defence there. He's a skipper, he's a leader, saw him warming up there, and Jack Thorne, so Stevenson and Reeves up front, strong down the middle. Bangor City, maybe a little bit less experienced, but you know, if you look at Donahue, Creamer, McManus, then they've got, you know, some quality players and some young lads who have got plenty about them.
Yeah, there's Elliot Reeves. I mean, he's cool as you like in front of goals. He gets goals every year, and he could be the main man for Flint this afternoon.
Yeah, 23 goals in 41 appearances for Elliot Reeves. You know, one of the bright young stars in the Welsh Premier League, and he'd be looking to add to his goals this afternoon.
And there is Declan McManus, who has won the cup twice with TNS. He'd love to get to the final with Bangor.
Yeah, marquee signing for Bangor. Quite interesting, you know, how he's going to come along and maybe get them to the final, get them to Europe. So a lot of pressure on him, I think.
Wonderful occasion in prospect. The referee, Thomas Owen. There's the Bangor manager, Michael Johnson, who won the cup a couple of times as well with old Bangor City.
Yeah, with this...
Played in Neville Powell's sides, who conquered it for a couple of years.
Yeah, certainly. And Sean Hurdley there, very experienced coach, system manager.
Bangor in their all blue, Flint in their black and white. The Welsh Cup semi-final of 25-26 about to kick off.
It's been quite interesting to see what kind of tempo this game will be played at this afternoon, Mark.
Flint, the only club not to concede a goal, by the way, in this year's competition. That's a great sort of record to get behind your players. Tom, as a manager, you go in and you say to the lads, can you keep that one going?
Yeah, but on the other hand, Mark, you're bound to concede sometimes. So this afternoon, yes, you could do. I mean, this afternoon could be the day. But yeah, it gives you confidence. Yeah, but you know yourself. You know, cup ties are just on the day. Anything can happen.
Out of play, runs out of play on the far side. Kai Paul Roberts to take the throw in. Both sets of fans being shown Flint fans and the Bangor City fans. Definitely more Bangor fans here as was expected. And let's close it one. Michael Johnson, he's a good player, Tom. Quick centre back.
Yeah, certainly not the biggest, but he could time his jumps in the air and had plenty of pace to get himself out of trouble on occasions.
Llandudno, one of the main seaside towns in Wales, and the sun is shining brightly for the fans. We are up in the gantry, by the way, Tom, and we've just put double coats on, I think. That's our luck for start this afternoon.
It's a little bit nippy up here, but I think this game should keep us warm with a bit of luck.
Michael Burke passes the ball back to Lee Jonas. Took the file a long throw. Pretty long throw is headed away. Dion Donahue heads back into midfield. Intercepted. Dylan Summers-Jones helping his defence, and is hooked away by Donahue. Pushed up towards Creamer. Kai Owen, who'll play in the holding role for Bangor. Bright start, definitely important. To, shall we say, the underdog from Tier 3. First 20 minutes absolutely vital when you're the underdog in a cup tie.
Yeah.
Carl Jones scored against Flint, in fact the last time they met in a game. Donahue with the header. Wayne Phillips will bomb that long throw down that line as often as he can on the afternoon. He's very vital with his set plays for Flint. Oh, wonderful, good feet. That's excellent feet from Barry. Promising start that, Tom, for young James Barry.
Yeah, certainly. I think he's fortunate here that he didn't draw a yellow card from
18 years of age, Barry. He's been at Stockport in the Football League, looking to show his talent this afternoon on show live on television and in front of a big crowd. Donahue towards the edge of the area, headed clear, knocked back in by Kai Owen. Ben Hughes, long ball, gone out of play. It's a throw in to Flint. There's Lee Fowler. Done a great job at Flint. They struggled at the start of the season, but he's really turned them around. They've had a great start, second period, undefeated in their second phase, and come into the game on a good run of form.
Yeah, he's introduced a lot of young players, hasn't he? And you can see he's a really good man manager for me, getting the best out of his players.
Great win last week, by the way, to come into this game on confidence, going down to Haverfordwest, where Tony Pennock's Bluebirds have been playing well of late. To come away with a 3-1 victory, Tom, that'll boost their confidence. No end for this game. Ben Hughes loves to dribble with the ball. Hughes, it's a great ball outside. Phillips, will he take the shot? Will he take the goal? It's the early goal! Stevenson puts it in the back of the net, and Flint taking advantage in the first 5 minutes of the Welsh Cup semi-final. Flint 1, Bangor 0, and it's the big target man, Darren Stevenson, who puts the ball in the back of the net.
Well, he follows up his 2 goals down at Haverfordwest last Saturday with an opening goal this afternoon, but Ben Hughes started it all off in the middle of midfield, and then a defence splitting pass. Watch this run here, and then that ball there inside the full-back onto Jake Phillips, who is a very good exponent of finding players in the penalty area at the right time. Canavan with that brilliant ball. And, you know, that's a great ball across.
Great ball across.
Good striker, man. You know, get across your defender and finish it off with a bit of a
finish.
blob.
Yeah. Super, because Phillips's ball, it wasn't pristine. It bobbled a little bit, but it was no problem to Stevenson. He whacks it in the back of the net and gives Flint the advantage. The Silkmen lead by a 1-0 after 5 minutes. Flint 1, Bangor 0. Dream start for one manager, poor start for another manager. McManus. You get the free kick. One thing's for certain, Tom, that is going to light this game up. There'll be nobody now waiting for things to happen. Bangor have to make things happen.
Yeah, Harry Owen, just telling...
So you got the ball, you know.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Nice thing to put your centre forward on the floor. Good feeling for a centre half.
Kai Owen to take the free kick. Bangor looking to try and get back on terms early in this Welsh Cup semi-final. Dream start for Stevenson and Flint. Owen comes from behind his man at the back. It's knocked back across. Does it go for the corner? No, it goes for a goal kick.
Asking for a handball there.
McManus wants a handball.
Decent ball to the far post there, to be fair. And it was a handball
By the Bangor player, by the way.
Yeah.
Reeves and Stevenson up top are a very smart pair of attackers from the Cymru Premier League, and they'll be hard to deal with for the Bangor back three. Bangor in first place in the Ardell Northwest table. Played 20, won 17, drawn 2, only lost to 1. 54 goals plus, so they're really enjoying themselves. But today, of course, is another day.
There's going to be a long throw coming here. Jake Phillips making his way across, just to try and put some more early pressure on the Bangor defence.
Long throw will be from Phillips. We've seen him do it many times over the years. Experienced player. Father Wayne played for Wrexham, of course. Phillips fires it right into the 6-yard box. It's a good headed away. Again, helped clean by Dylan Summers-Jones. Free kick given against, I think it was on Tommy Creamer, the free kick.
Is that Harry Owen, is it?
Yeah, it just catches him a bit late, you know. He might be lucky not to get the yellow there, you know. Does catch him a little bit late. Carl Jones to take the kick. Puts it to the edge of the area. Owen absolutely throws McManus. A lot of aggression from the centre-backs early in this Flint performance. Summers-Jones receives it again. Tries to get the shot off. It's blocked. Big job for the referee this afternoon, Thomas Owen. He's under a lot of scrutiny, as referees often are, Tom, in semi-finals.
Yeah, certainly, but Reeves gave the ball away there. It's one area maybe he needs to tighten up his game. When he receives that ball, holds it up, brings his team into the game.
Donahue fires it down the pitch. Flint have only had the real one break in the game so far, and they're 1-0 ahead as Hughes smashes the ball out of play there. Throwing again to Bangor. Great to see a fantastic turnout for the Bangor faithful, Tom.
Yeah, there's a decent crowd here as well from Flint behind the goal there, celebrated the goal.
Like we said, they've had a great run of form. They're on the break again. Goes out wide. Whipped across it to Hughes. Trying to get a shot off. Hughes does get a shot off. Oh! Really rifles it against the top of the bar. That would have been a fantastic goal. He has started this game as the main man, Ben Hughes, Tom, and he looked very nearly made it 2-0.
Yes, certainly some brilliant footwork here. Just a little drag back, then turns, puts it on his left foot and smashes the crossbar. Reeves had just drifted offside. A brilliant bit of footwork there by Ben Hughes. Just at the moment, Flint look as if they got a bit more pace than Bangor, haven't they?
Especially on the break.
Yeah, when they attack with, you know, a bit of sharpness.
Well, if you're watching young Hughes, Tom, 21 years of age, by the way, he set up the first goal with a fantastic run, all right-footed and a little bit of dribbling, and then he cracks off a shot or lashes the bar with his left foot. So he's a talented youngster. Stevenson looked a little bit offside to me. I'm up in the gantry. Flag goes up. Flag goes up. He's just gone in front of the last defender.
Yeah, wasn't much in that, Mark. But again, in midfield, they're looking a little bit sharper than the Bangor 3. So nicking the ball there, nice and sharp. Ooh, that is a very close call.
Very close. I'll tell you what, by the way, Tom, if Stevenson and Reeves are playing against just two strikers in that two defenders in that back line, that is like a birthday to them.
Yeah, certainly played numerous times together, so they got a little bit of an understanding. Was possibly, you look at the Bangor twosome up front in Dylan Summers-Jones and Declan McManus, they haven't really got that going yet.
Yeah, I'd just like to see the Bangor back three play as a three and have that spare man, because they look like breaking a bit early there, Flint, and getting the one-on-ones. Both teams have set up in a 3-5-2 formation, by the way. Michael Johnson and Fowler.
He'd be really pleased the way his team started, that's for sure.
Donahue will have to use all his experience. Ex-Portsmouth and Swindon in the Football League. Also plied his trade with Carnarvon. Jonas knocks it back in front. The first touch from Reeves goes amiss. James Barry on the ball with Dion Donovan. He'll get the throw in. Just need to settle, Tom. The Bangor definitely, now they need to go 10 minutes, 15 minutes without conceding, definitely, just to, you know, settle in this game.
Yeah, at the moment they just second everything really. Flint looking really sharp.
McManus gets the throw.
Opportunity here for them to. Donahue's got a long throw, probably use that now.
Donahue, I should imagine, like you said, Tom, will try the long throw. He goes back. It's whipped in, headed clear.
This is where Flint looks sharp.
Reeves. Defender goes back to the goalie, goalkeeper Adam Long. Headed in. Key man for Flint is Jack Thorne. He did it at Aberystwyth for a couple of seasons, Tom. Jack Thorne really does play that holding role in front of the back three well for Flint. It's Adam Long, ex-Notts County and Wigan. Bangor with players with Football League experience. Reeves, Tom Clark. Barry gets it wide.
Yeah, I think you're right, Mark. They need just to settle down a little bit, Bangor. Maybe go through the phases.
Surprised that the goalkeeper didn't come and collect that and made The hard work for the defender, Harry Owen. Smart header back in from Adam Long. Just dropped again to the feet of the midfield. Canavan on the ball. A little bit of a late tackle again. Referee says play on, and it's good advantage because James Barry's on the ball. Again, getting past his marker. His body's in the box waiting for the cross. It's just too much on the cross.
Yeah, better approach up there from Bangor, but a little bit disappointing with that final ball into the box.
Tommy Creamer, I think it was, but I think he could have been better off whipping it in with his left foot. You know, there was enough bodies in the box.
Yeah, certainly.
As it says, Flint 1, Bangor 1876-0.
2 shots on target, Mark, so far.
Jack Flint, another goalkeeper with Football League experience at Crewe and Bolton. Stevenson with the header. Reeves, Long knocks it forward. Barry again throws a good dummy. Like the look of Barry, Tom, the 18, James Barry.
He has been well involved in the game so far.
Kai Owen. It's more like enough for Bangor. They need 5 to 10 minutes on the ball. Not giving no chances away, just settling now. The early goal after 5 minutes, giving Flint semi-final advantage. Plenty of time. Penalties after 90 minutes, by the way.
To be fair to the referees, let the game go, hasn't he? Been a couple of occasions, you think.
There's a possession stats, there's not a lot in it. 45% Flynn, 55% Bangor. Creamer. Jones lashes the volley away. They're arguing over, they wanted a free kick. Jake Phillips will get the chance to arrow another long throw in.
Probably only even Jack Thorne, he's got a decent throw in him as well.
Flint fans behind the goal, egging their team on. Phillips with one of the longest throws in the Cymru Premier. Harry Owen will be his target. Donahue and Clark marking Owen. Hook clear. Phillips. Surprised it didn't go back in early from him. Phillips. Canavan.
Just a little bit too much on that pass there to try and release Josh Carey. But you know, thing surprised me, Matt, this afternoon so far is Flint's aggression on the ball to win the ball.
I think that goes down. There's John Disney, the Connors Key manager, who's doing a fantastic job with Connors Key Nomads this year, currently in second place, defeated Tuesday evening to the league by the league champions, by the way. And if anybody's watching from TNS, Craig Harrison and any of his players, congratulations on another fantastic achievement in winning the league, because any footballer, any manager, any fan will tell you the league is everything. Kai Powell Roberts with the throw-in. Referee wants him to go back a couple of yards. You can see the sun glaring on the fans' faces. The midfield, before the start of the game, Tom, I looked at the midfield of Jack Thorne, Jake Canavan and Ben Hughes. You had the experience of Thorne in the holding role, like I said. But the two in front of him, Canavan ex-TNS and Ben Hughes, They're real good footballers.
Yeah, 3 very lively players. Working together, they've played a lot of games and they're getting to know each other. Thorne's the one, like you said, the holder, and the other 2 can go and do what they want to do best, which is pass the ball, try and split the opposing defence.
Headed away. Creamer knocks it forward. McManus in a race. Back to goal from Harry Owen. It's good footwork from Jack Flint. Creamer starting to have a little bit of success in midfield himself. Gets it wide to Barry. Great cross in. Just got in front of the ball. The attacker a little bit too keen. It's Donahue, edge of the box. Carey.
Best spell of the game
Really
for Bangor so far.
Kai Powell. Carey's onside. Carey.
Just overrun it there, but much better from Bangor that.
Yeah, so far they're getting into good positions, but it's that final delivery, and you've got McManus. You've also got Dylan Summers waiting for a cross.
Takes him on there, but just overruns the ball there.
Flint, by the way, at 10th in the Cymru Premier. They played 27, won 8, drawn 6. Their win, as I said last week at Haverfordwest, was a superb 3-1 victory. Flint still the only team in the competition to have won the cup. That's obviously excluding Bangor. Oh, big chance. Reeves, what a cross that is, Tom. We talk about again the early cross, what a difference the early cross makes. And Reeves claps his hands, but he should be clapping his hands for the goal.
Yeah, he should have been celebrating there really. But again, that's an absolutely the brilliant cross, and Reeves should have put that away without a shadow of a doubt. That was you won't get any easier chances this afternoon, I don't think so, Mark.
And I don't think you get a better cross either.
No, but you know, the ball's coming across at good pace as well, so probably stretched a little bit there and leant backwards, and that's why he's gone over the crossbar. You know, but again, Ben Hughes started that move off again in the middle of the park. He nicked the ball, played it wide to...
Yeah, he's definitely everywhere so far, Hughes. He's the man of the moment in the game so far. Creamer knocks it forward. Phillips. Jonas. Some ball that, Tom. I've watched Burke a couple of times again this season. Phillips, 2 wing backs are getting really high now for Flint. Ben Woolham drives forward. Woolham beats his man and whips it across. It's 2-0. Elliot Reeves on the far post. What a ball from Woolham, and a great finish with a header from Flint's main man, Elliot Reeves. Reeves gets the second goal, and it's Flint 2, Bangor City 0.
Superb goal. Reeves makes up for missing that sitter with a superb header, but he's got to thank Ben Woolham for that. What a positive run by the centre-back. Just brushes the defender aside and whips a brilliant ball across. Plenty of pace on it, just like Jake Phillips with the first goal of the game. Just seeing that, he just pushes Dylan Summers-Jones out the way. When you've got attackers defending, that's what happens.
And Woolham, ex-TNS as well, Tom. He's a classy player, went to Aberystwyth and had a good loan spell as well. Beats his man like he's not there.
But look, I tell you one thing, Matt, the delivery was brilliant, but the header was absolutely superb. The way he got up to it and just buried it in the back of the net was superb.
We talked about David and Goliath at the start. We knew the Flint were in the top section, Bangor in the third, and at present at 2-0 after 25 minutes. The Cymru Premier form is just showing.
Yeah, just They've got a little bit more composure on the ball, Mark. When they're in possession, they seem to be in control of it. Whereas when Bangor get the ball, they seem to be rushing things a little bit.
And they're enabling Flint to get too many crosses in, like the one that's just been put over, like you said, but only a second or a minute or two later, there's another delivery on a plate. McManus gets it forward to Summers-Jones. Summers-Jones back inside. Again, cut out in the centre of midfield. And that's from the left back. Burke travelling across.
Oh, that's a difference.
Half a chance.
McManus gets in there, heads it over the bar. Just didn't quite get above the ball there, did he? To direct the header on target.
First decent cross comes into him. McManus evades, man. And looking at that, you know, Tom, he's going to be disappointed. It's not right over his head. For me, that has to be on target.
With a question mark when that goal was offside by Elliot Reeves, but it's a bit late now for that.
Flint, like I said earlier on, are the only team in the quarter-finals to have won the cup. 1954, 72 years ago. Can the Silkmen be creating something? Free kick. Foul on Jake Canavan by Kai Owen. Woolham takes on.
No, he's not on.
It looks like the
defender behind him.
The right back.
Well,
the right back is behind him a couple of yards.
We can't say, but the assistant on the right hand side here, Mark, he's the man who makes those kinds of decisions, and if he got it wrong, he got it wrong.
Jake Phillips, Woolham, Harry Owen, Jonas. The three centre backs have gone up. Puts it right in the box. Goalkeeper comes. Great take from the goalkeeper, Carl Jones.
Good take, positive take by the goalkeeper there.
The two early goals, Tom, well, relatively early goals. Reeves, Stevenson hooks it away. They are definitely, the centre forwards are having a field day against the centre halves at present. Good tackle in the end by Adam Long.
Again, some good footwork here by Elliot Reeves.
Phillips. Owen. First touch. Flag goes up. For offside this time. It was a smart bit of play by the big centre half, Harry Owen. His first touch set up overhead.
I think it's really important. Good block. So who's offside there?
Didn't seem to be anybody offside.
Was it?
Oh, Darren Stevenson is behind the defender. Yeah, good decision from the line-out. Carl Jones. Flint 2, Bangor City 0 with a half hour approaching at the Go Goodwins Stadium in Llandudno. It's a superb block from Jonas. It's a fantastic block. Dylan Summers-Jones had the chance. It was Jones against Jonas, and Jonas made the tackle.
Yeah, but it's fair to McManus, he looks a quality player.
Next goal, absolutely vital. Bangor can just get the goal. Will that be a corner? It is a corner. That's good work again.
I think that's the first corner of the game, isn't it?
I think you're right, Tom. On the half an hour, Kai Owen will go across to take the corner. The big men for Bangor will be up. McManus, Summers-Jones, Clark and Donahue will be in there. Owen. Free header. An absolute free header. Tom Clark, 6 or 7 yards out. And on semi-finals days, if you're going to get anything from them, they have to go in the back of the net. Big chance.
Yeah, we all know. Really thin margins on it, and that keeper was well beaten there.
I think the replay's better from behind the goal, you'll see.
Yeah,
he loses his marker. It's got to go in, Tom.
That's a great opportunity.
To be honest, with both sides so far, we could have had 5 or 6 goals in the first half hour of this game. Even though they're behind Bangor, they're adding to the quality of the semi-final. They're creating a few chances. Just need to lock up at the back. McManus drives forward. Can he get the shot off? McManus. The block by Owen. Canavan. Go all the way back to the goalkeeper. Jones knocks it forward. Creamer. Playing their way out, passing their way out, Bangor. Jonas gets there first. James Barry wins ahead of the midfield. The break is on again. His shoes. What a pass that is. Stevenson. Can he? Gets it across. Reeves for 3-0. Flint go 3-0 ahead. Half an hour on the game, and they surely have 1 foot in this year's Welsh Cup final with just 30 minutes gone. Flint 3, Bangor 0. Elliot Reeves makes a brace.
Mark, the difference in this game is 2 strikers playing for Flint against the 3 defenders. They just can't cope with the pace, the ability. Again,
Ben Hughes again.
Yeah,
Tom.
wins the ball. And look at that. The keeper, for me, he should be out there. Instead of that, Stevenson keeps his head, doesn't he? A lot of strikers would hit the ball early there. Hughes, perfect weight on the pass. Great run from Stevenson. Looks up, knocks it across. Elliot Reeves missed 1 sitter, but he doesn't miss 2.
Well, to be fair, Tom, Al is the 3 main man in the game so far. Hughes is controlling the midfield. Stevenson and Reeves, like you said up top, are unplayable at the moment.
Yeah.
And Reeves' second goal gives Flint Town United a 3-0 advantage. And the task gets a lot tougher for Bangor 1876. Stevenson. Big task ahead now for Bangor. If you're the manager now, Michael Johnson, surely half-time whistle will do him good now. Sit his players down, maybe the occasion.
Certainly been a little unfortunate, come up against a team at the moment who are on top form.
And playing some good football. Phillips keeps it, almost keeps it in. The wing-backs, Tom, when Hughes gets it in the centre of midfield just in front of form, we are right above the game in our gantry. And the wing-backs are like sprinters going up and down all the time, as Phillips just shows there.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, Matt, the other wing-back is in the box as well. So, to score goals, you've got to have men in the box. When they scored the 3rd goal, I think they had 3 players in the box. So, you can see the team is well coached. They know what they're doing. They've got a game plan, and they've had it for all season, to be fair to them.
The second semi-final tomorrow. Real 1879 against Carnarvon. Be a great game that tomorrow, 1:15. Flint fires it forward. Canavan. Referee says play on. Canavan fires it down the line. Good football again. Hughes, maybe too much. No, he's in acres of space. It comes in early again. No, it's cut out this time. He just pick his pass. Goes behind.
Well, can I just say one thing, Mark? But Bangor City haven't got a midfield at the moment. They've just been overrun completely.
Yeah, Sean Eardley and Michael Johnson, I think they'd You could even see him then almost talking about we have to stop the wing backs because they're just playing unopposed at the moment.
They're just walking through the midfield, Mark. Simple as.
Jake Phillips. And when you're on top, Tom, in a semi-final of the Cup, especially at 3-0, you're looking to snatch victory now. You could almost win it in the first half.
It's another corner.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Michael Johnson go to full-backs, Tom. Just play out and out full-backs and play a 4-4-2. A couple of fans looking from behind the fence. Phillips. Phillips goes short with it. Whipped in. It's about the first thing Hughes has done wrong all afternoon.
Yeah.
But the set-piece play you talked about training, Tom, that looked like a training move to me.
Yeah, you've got a variation on your set plays. Get the other defensive team thinking about what you're going to do next.
Bangor's Cup run has been excellent, as I say, up to now. They beat Mockdra 3-1, Conwy Swifts 12-0, Llanelways 6-0, Keelsfield 1-0, 1-1. They went through on penalties, defeated Holywell 2-1. Carrying on that, they beat Trevelyan and Caerphilly, so they've had a fantastic run, Bangor. Just looks a step too far this afternoon so far. Who knows? Football's a funny game. The goal before half-time will be everything they want now. Ben Hughes gets a yellow card.
No, it's Elliot Reeves, isn't it?
Elliot Reeves. Not often you see Elliot in his own half.
I think it's a bit harsh, myself.
After what's gone on so far.
Yeah.
Elliot Reeves, yellow card. I'll tell you one thing, Tom, you might be on 2 goals, but if you're the manager, and it's a great free kick. Oh, it's a fantastic free kick. Just maybe not enough pace on it.
Yeah.
It was a little bit far out to guide the header.
Every time Bangor have put the ball in the box, they've looked dangerous.
Going back, Tom, to Elliot. I think we're going to have a replay of him in a minute. Hughes. Going back to Elliot Reeves' yellow card. If one of your players...
Yeah, just seen this free kick again. Their marking's been really poor. You know, the corner got headed wide. Another header by McManus.
Chances haven't gone their way. McManus flicks it on. Jonas heads it down. Keeper should collect. Does collect. Smart play by Flint. Flew off his line. Grasped the ball. Key moments now, the next 6 minutes. Bangor itching to get 1 goal in the half to make it 3-1 before half-time. Flint, I think, and their manager, Lee Fowler, would be happy just to go in half-time 3 ahead. It'd have to be one of the comebacks of all time in the second half from Bangor if they're going to turn this round, Tom.
Yeah, certainly, but if they did snatch a goal before the interval mark, they might make a bit of a difference.
Burke keeps going. Referee gives a foul. Burke, that's why it was a great battle of the 2 runners there. It looked like Kai Paul Roberts racing with Michael Burke. The race is a great race.
Ooh, that's a bit harsh.
I think he might have slipped, you know, and the refs give the free kick.
Yeah, I think from maybe the referee's angle, it looks as if he gave him a nudge in the back, but, you know, from our vantage point here, a bit harsh.
Carl Jones. Chance. Creamer pulls it back. Maybe Creamer could have took it on himself.
Certainly a bit unselfish there.
The break's on again. It's Canavan this time in midfield, pulling the strings. It's great tracking from Bangor. Referee gives a handball against Canavan. Donahue plays it quick. McManus on the edge, back to goal. Owen lets him turn, he's whipped it across the front. Goes out of play. Corner awarded.
Need to take some of these chances now, Mark, before half-time. Just a little bit unfortunate there. Possibly he could have gone himself there, shouldn't he?
Bangor, the first third-tier club to make the semi-6 Hollywell 12 years ago. Corner comes in. Again, the first contact's from a Bangor player. Burke hooks it over. Reeves holds up well. Canavan. Reeves Stevenson waiting for the cross. Will it be delivered? Reeves gets it across. The intervention this time from Paul Roberts. Every time they break, they look dangerous.
Yeah, they just, to be fair, they stretch, you know, this ball here, watch it, they stretch the defence, so the gaps then are opening up, so you've got runners coming from midfield. It's an ideal situation.
And every time they've broke, they've been one-on-one, Tom, which you just don't want. Whipped to the across the front by Phillips again. Hughes has picked some beautiful passes in the first half. He's my player in the first half. Personally, I know Reeves has got a brace and Stevenson's got a goal, but he's pulled most of the strings, Tom.
Yeah, certainly. I think Canavan as well. As a threesome in the midfield, you know, Jack Thorne goes under the radar, but he does a good job as well.
He lets the two youngsters play in front of him. One of the youngest teams in the Cymru Premier, by the way, with an average age of 24, Flint, which is that's a young team. Their midfield, Jack Thorne, 24, Jake Canavan, 22, and Ben Hughes, 21. You keep them three together, you've got a good midfield for the next few seasons. Canavan tries to arrow a crossfield ball.
It's a bit unfortunate there with that one.
Big team talk. Michael Johnson has given some big team talks, no doubt, this season, but this is the biggest one he would have asked late. Referee, yellow, and there's a little bit of a kick out afterwards. Referee might have something to say here. There'll be 2 yellows, I think. There'll be 2 yellows.
Yeah, Jonas.
There's the first one.
A real good word with him. This probably should be a red, but it's not going to be.
When we see the replay, don't think he's given them the yellow either. It's definitely a foul in the back. Down he goes. Oh, that's just, yeah, definitely.
That's all day long.
All day long. So
that's
the
really poor refereeing, that is.
And the line was 20 yards away as well.
Well, the referees...
That's what you call a let-off. For the game. Most probably makes it better, the Bangor, unless you're a Flint fan, of course. But he's got away with one there.
But to get away with not even having a yellow, it's unbelievable.
Two minutes added time. I think he'll be. Donahue goes back to Jones. Well, Tom, it's a semi-final everybody was looking forward to. We said it could be a David and Goliath. It's sort of working out that way, but on opposite terms. Flint currently coasting at 3-0 in this semi-final.
Certainly Goliath have turned up. One for us, I think.
Yeah, on your head. A long throw. Stevenson in acres of space in the area. Burke on the edge. Burke to the far post. Just too much for Reeves again, unmarked in the box. You could draw a ring around him at 10 yards and then he's by himself.
I think the interesting thing is, you know, Flint are playing week in, week out at a higher tempo than Bangor are, and that's where Bangor have been caught out a lot this afternoon. They've switched off. They can get away with it in tier 3, but you can't get away with this at this level.
Jones. Referee Thomas Owen, minute away from blowing the whistle. Bangor 1876 having a tough 45 minutes. Flint Town United having a wonderful first 45 minutes. Last week, I repeat again, the 3-1 victory down in Harvard West showed that they are hitting form, which you said earlier on in the programme, Tom, and they really have hit form this afternoon. And it looks like there could be a tough second period ahead yet.
Yeah, even, you know, Lee Fowler said it himself, last season they hit form in the second half of the season, and they've done it the same again this season. Looked in relegation trouble at one time last season, not this season.
Referee blows the final whistle of the first 45 minutes at the Go Goodwins Stadium in Llandudno. 2 goals from Elliot Reeves and a strike from Darren Stevenson give Flint Town United a 3-0 advantage over Bangor 1876. It's half time. We look forward to seeing you in the second period on S4C.
Mae'r rhafant y cwpan di cwrdd y reality y cwpan yn yr hanner cyntaf fan hyn yn Llandudno. Fflint o uwch gyngor Cymru yn taro tair yn erbyn Bangor 1876 o'r drydedd haen enw enfawr o'r gorffennol. Ond mae'r presennol wedi bod eitha poenus pnawn yma. Hyd yn hyn hynny yw y Fflint tair. Dinas Bangor 1876. Dim rhwng gynderfynol Cwpan Cymru a'r Fflint yn llygada'r ffeinal na yn barod. Owain, o'n i'n sôn cyn y gêm, falle byddai'r bwlch yn dangos. Ni wedi gweld hynny'n barod heddi.
Mae'r bwlch dipyn mwy na sa unrhyw un yn ddisgwyl I fod yn onest, ond o safbwynt Bangor, ti'n dod I fewn, ti'n ennill cymaint o gema drwy gydol y tymor, a ti'n meddwl bod chdi'n gallu mynd ben-ben. A dwi'n gwybod bod o'n hawdd deud wedyn, ond pan ti'n mynd ben-ben yn erbyn tîm sydd ar lefel uwch, dyna sy'n gallu digwydd. Ella dangos dim digon o barch yn erbyn y Fflint, ac dim meddwl bod nhw'n gallu cael y gorau ohonyn nhw yn chwarae gêm nhw, ac yn amlwg di o heb weithio.
Mae sôn am ddangos barch a dod ma'n ei job proffesiynol. Mae'n disgrifio'r Fflint am hynny, a'r gol gyntaf yn cyrraedd yn y 10 munud cyntaf hefyd. Stevenson yn mynd â hi, a Mae'n wedi bod wrthi o'r gic gyntaf.
Yndi, ond mae'r tair gol di dod efo pasio tu ôl I amddiffyn Bangor a wedyn croesiadau I fewn. So ti'n gallu galw nhw'n fatha goliau sa ti'n sgorio PlayStation. Lle ti'n gwneud yr hediad tu ôl ac yn lle mynd am yr ergyd dy hun, ti'n just tynnu nôl a mae rhywun yn cael tapin. A pan mae hynna'n digwydd, dro ar ôl tro, gwahaniaeth safon ydi o. Ti'n gwybod, mae'r ffaith bod nhw'n ffeindio'r bylcha. A Bangor y chwaraewyr nes I gamol nhw cyn y gêm, chwaraewyr o safon sydd wedi cael gyrfaoedd dda, ond maen nhw ar yr ochr anghywir o gyrfaoedd. Achos mewn meddiant maen nhw'n gret. Tu allan o feddiant, dydy'r coesa ddim be oedden nhw. A mae Fflint wedi cosbi nhw yn fawr iawn.
Elliot Reeves yn ei chanol I fe sydd wedi cael y ddwy nesaf, ond gallai wedi cael hat-trick am hynny, achos felly wedi methu y cyfle mwyaf hawdd.
Ie, ti'n gwybod, hon oedd yr un lle oedd un gol I ddim, oedd nhw wedi taro'r trawst a wedyn hyn, a ti'n meddwl, fydd Bangor yn dechrau teimlo, ella hon ydy'n diwrnod ni, ond gath yr ail gyfle yma yn syth wedyn. Bron dim amser o gwbl I feddwl amdan be nath o fethu, ac bo hon ella'n cael ei asesu fel bach o sitar os lici di, o flaen y gol, mae yna gymaint o bwer ar y croesiau. Dim yn hawdd amseru dy naid a wedyn just taro'r targed, ond nath o'n gret, a mae o fel chwaraewyr Fflint I gyd, di edrych ben a sgwydda yn well na Bangor na'n ffodus.
Ie, sut chi'n ymateb o ran Bangor ar ôl pan chi mewn sefyllfa fel hyn?
Ti'n gorau jyst dangos chydig bach o gymeriad, y negas, hen ystrydau, os lici di, dod allan ac ennill yr ail hanner, ac ti'n mysio bod yn orfeirniadol achos maen nhw'n dîm o'r drydydd haen, felly bron a bod, mae heddiw'n siomedig yndi, ond o ran y tymor hir, bigger picture os lici di, dyrchafed sydd bwysicaf fydden nhw'n hynod siomedig efo beth sydd wedi digwydd hyd yn hyn. Doedd hi'n arall I Reeves, gol arall o'r PlayStation, efallai mae'r bas ma gan Ben Hughes yn hyfryd. Ie, achos mae boes ganol cae wedi bod yn ennill I brwydro nhw I Fflint, a wedyn unwaith maen nhw'n gwynebu'r amddiffyn, mae'r un bas yn erbyn amddiffyn sy'n rhy uchel, jyst chydig bach yn rhy hawdd. A Stevenson, o'n i'n disgwyl I weld o'n ergydio yn fanna, ond mae'n gwybod mae'i partner o'n mynd I fod yna yn ganol o gol. Mae'r ongl yna, dangos sy'n berffaith. Yn union, a tapyn bach arall, a mae Bangor jyst yn troi rownd a sbio ar ei gilydd yn meddwl beth sy'n mynd o'i le, ond jyst fel tîm, ti'n gwybod, o ran y cydweithio, ti'n chwarae yn erbyn tîm o chwaraewyr sydd yn well. Cwpl o gyfleoedd o ran Bangor hefyd, wedi fod yn brwydro. Mae'r ysbryd yno, dim ymheuaeth am hynny, jyst falle, dyn nhw'n wedi gallu bygwth digon. Na, yn union. Ac pan mae gen ti rhywun fatha McManus ar y cae, gen ti Jans, Cerin fama, bron yn cam amser i'r naid, mae'r croesiad yn safonol, ac cam amser i'r naid, ella mynd am chydig bach gormod o bwer, ond stori'r peniadau I Bangor yn ymwysodol de. Hong and Clark mor agos I fynd I fewn, a rhoi cyfle iddyn nhw. Mae wedi bod yn brawn fel hyd yn hyn, a wedyn o'na un peniad bach arall hefyd, felly just ddim cweit I fod. Mae'n benwthnos y cwpan Cymru, dynion am menywod, cwpan Lloegr, pnawn mawr i'r Wrexham. Bod tro ni'n sôn am Wrexham y cwpan Lloegr, ni'n goffo sôn am rhyw gêm yn ebyn Arsenal cwpl o flynyddoedd yn ôl, a mae Will Evans di sgorio yn ebyn Arsenal heddi. O'n i'n drafod Nicky John, mae gyda Wayne Phillips.
Diolch Dylan. Wayne Phillips am ddiwrnod arbennig o bêl-droed ar y gweill I ti heddiw yma. Ti yma bore yma, pnawn yma, yn gwylio'r Fflint, yn gwylio Jake dy fab sy'n chwarae'r Fflint. A wedyn, ymhen chydig oriau, taith fach i'r cae ras I weld Wrexham yn herio Chelsea ym 5th rownd cwpan FA Lloegr. Dyna ydy living the dream, ie ddim?
Dyna di Sadwn. Ac dwi wedi bod yn edrych ymlaen gymaint am heddiw, ond hefyd dwi wedi bod mor nervous hefyd. Ac o'n i'n gwylio'r hanner cynta a mwy nervous na be o'n i pan o'n i'n chwarae pêl-droed. Ond maen nhw hanner ffordd yna Fflint ac y gobeithio ydy bod nhw'n dal allan ac ennill y gêm. A fydd i bris wedyn, dwi wedi parcio rhyw milltir i ffwrdd fydd i trainers ymlaen i'r car ac i'r car ras am awyrgylch sydd am fod yn arbennig yna heno ac gobeithio ydy bod Wrexham yn gallu gael un o'r nosweithiau yna eto ar y cae ras. Mae yna ddigon ohono nhw wedi bod dros y blynyddoedd dwytha. Dwi wedi bod yn rhan o un ohono nhw amser hir yn ôl. Dwi'n gobeithio mae'n un arall heno.
Wel, o'n i'n mynd i dweud, Wayne, mae gen ti atgofion mor felys o gwpan FA Lloegr yn does hefo Wrexham. Sut mae'r teimlad ar hyn o bryd yn cymharu yn erbyn clwb fel Chelsea, clwb ariantarth? Mae'n mynd i fod yn dipyn o her.
Mae anfarth, ond hefyd mae Wrexham yn tîm da. Maen nhw wedi dangos hynny tymor yma. Mi nath nhw dangos o'n ebyn Nottingham Forest yn y trydydd rownd, yn ebyn Ipswich yn y pedwerydd. Ac dos na ddim reswm pa math nhw'n mynd a chosi chydig bach o sioc. Fi ddim ond sioc anfarth yn y marn ni. So dos am lot yn gwahanu y ddau clwb bwan efo sut mae Wrexham wedi symud ymlaen mor sydyn mewn cyfnod mor fyr. Felly, mae Chelsea yn un o tîm agorion yn Ewrop ac so ni'n disgwyl pwy bynnag ydy'r tîm maen nhw gyrru allan fydd o'n her mawr i Wrexham. Ond dwi yn teimlo mae'r teimlad gennau, mae am fod yn diwrnod special. Mae wedi cychwyn yn dda iawn yma. Dwi'n gobeithio fynd 10 y gloch heno. Mae'n bosib bydd y champagne yn cael ei agor.
Wayne, da ni'n croesi fesydd dros y ti, Wayne. Wayne, wrth i fod fan hyn. Ecwyl fer sydd gennym ni rwan yn dewch yn ôl at ni ar gyfer yr ail hanner mewn cwpl o funudau.
Croeso nôl ato ni, tipyn o lygfa fan hyn yn Llandudno. A'r Gogarth yn gwylio o bellter. Digon i wylio dros y penwythnos rhwng gyfnol arall fori. Rhyl yn ebyn Cynarfon. Wedyn y menywod, Wrexham Caerdydd, y saga yn parhau, y drydydd gym. Mae'n mater o 2 wythnos rhwng nhw. Wrexham sy'n mynd â hi ar hyn o bryd. Y Fflint sy'n mynd â hi fan hyn. Cofiwch am yn eich pwyntiau i ddod hefyd. Os ffordd yn ôl? Pwy o oer, byddai'n dipyn o stori yn byddai. Nôl â ni at ein tîm y sylwebu.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Go Goodwins Stadium in Llandudno, where Flint Town United are currently 3-0 ahead against Bangor 1876 in the semi-final, the first semi-final of the 25-26 JD Welsh Cup. 2 goals by Elliot Reeves and a Darren Stevenson goal give Lee Fowler's Silkmen a 3-0 advantage. Bangor simply have an Everest to climb, Tommy Morgan.
Yes, very much so, Mark.
Hughes driving forward, gets the shot off. He was the main man in the first half, just a little bit ambitious there maybe.
But again, a positive start from Flint to start the second period. Lee Fowler, I mean, probably the easiest half-time team talk she's had to make for a while.
McManus knocks it back inside to Hughes. Hughes to Canavan, who've combined well together in midfield with Thorne. As I said, and as every other commentator and football fan has always said, any goal could change a game. 4th, it's all over. 1 for Bangor, and they could still maybe get back in this. McManus is a wonderful pass. McManus, can he drive into the box and get a shot off? Trying to force an opening. A pass, one of the greatest of passes from McManus. Canavan tries to switch play. Cut out by Adam Long. Paul Roberts heads it inside. Thorne again, doing a sweeping up job in midfield. Michael Johnson, Sean Early.
I'd expect them to make a few changes at half-time, Mark, do you think? Or maybe a change of formation?
I would have definitely gone maybe even to a 4-5-1 and just tried to cut out the overlapping runs from the wing-backs. They've been too constant in the first half from Flint, and they were really dangerous. Still, he might have gone in and said, I'll give you 15 minutes to go make something of yourselves. Sunshine, beautiful in Llandudno at the moment.
Tell them how cold it is here though, Mark.
It is absolutely bitter. In the gantry, an extra coat added at half time. Yeah, it is a tough afternoon, Tom, but what they've done this season, they're still very proud. Bangor, you know, they're in the tight battle, by the way, still for the title in Tier 3.
Yeah, 6 points ahead of Porthmadog, who was second.
Porthmadog have a game in hand.
Yeah.
So, but hey, they made a semi-final as a Tier 3. It's a fantastic achievement. It's just hope they enjoy their football a bit more in the second period.
Well, you know, their season is very much alive, and
yeah,
you know, their priority must be getting promotion back to Tier 2. I think they're in a couple of the semi-finals and some cups as well, so you know, plenty to play for Bangor 1876.
So that's right, and Flint still the only team not to concede a goal in this year's competition. About what we talked about, they beat Bow Street 3-0, Airbus 1-0, Penabont 0-0, and Treasure Bay 3-0. Penabont on penalties. Clio in the midfield.
You mentioned Penabont, they've struggled this second period. Season, Mark.
Yeah, I was at the Barry game, which Barry won 1-0 again in midweek. Yeah, they seem to be struggling at the moment. A few injuries, and they have to have a big end towards the season, definitely. Owen asking the referee why. Is it a free kick or a long throw?
Long throw.
Just been beneath the gantry, we can't see it. It's on the edge of the box. Hughes gets it. Free kick will be given against Ben Hughes.
I think Hughes knew what he was doing there as well. You can see there's an opportunity there for Bangor to counter-attack. Nipped it in the bud.
Massive game this evening in the FA Cup. Wrexham, Chelsea. Good luck to Wrexham. McManus gets it back off to Dylan Summers-Jones. Dropping a bit deeper. Tom Clark gets it across to Adam Long, but the interventions from Stevenson, free kick given. Talking about Wrexham.
Long, is it?
Yeah, it's just
fortunate there.
Not much of a foul, but he goes down. They're on the break again, no, this time. Stevenson. I'm sure, by the way, Hughes again. Lee Fowler's team talk, Tom, would have been don't get sloppy. Definitely. You know, let's go and let's try and get a couple more goals. Keep that clean sheet what we want. Let's get to the final without giving a goal away.
Well, you learn quite a bit of these players in the second half now, won't you? If they carry out his instruction, because I can tell you one thing, they definitely would be instructed by him on what to do.
Yeah, we did talk about, like I said, Wrexham. They were the first team to win the Welsh Cup in 1877-78, beating the Druids 147 years ago. And they are the most winners of the Welsh Cup, 23 times. Jonas makes the foul from behind on Jones.
He's got to be careful, Jonas. He put a yellow card up, didn't he? First half.
Yeah, two hands around him, pulls him down.
Even me, Mark, where's the threshold for these? You know, you're grabbing somebody's shirt, you're dragging him down, and
well, it's happening in the Premier League from corners all the time. If it can happen at Highbury and the likes, it can happen at the Go Goodwins Stadium. Free kick chance. Coyoing over it. Josh Carey also over it. Can they get a goal back, Bangor, to set up a comeback? It's a great ball in, bobbling around the area again, as you said in the first half, Tom. Canavan, the break's on, it's 4 against 3. Phillips elects to come back and just look after the ball.
It's gone the wrong way there for a while.
Jake, yeah, I think Jake, somebody's misguided. Jake, you're 3-0 up, by the way.
Oh, he's just turned his sat nav back on.
Now he's having a laugh. Now he's having a grin.
Yeah,
His dad's here.
I bet this ball coming in is causing all kinds of problems defensively for Flint. I think for me, their defensive line was a bit too deep there.
Canavan gets the ball off to Jack Thorne. There's a double substitution being made for Flint down below us. Elliot Reeves, I can understand, coming off because he's on that yellow card. Aberdaki coming on for Reeves.
Yeah, this is a superb header. I love that goal.
Beautiful goal.
Yeah. This one a little bit simpler finish.
in the right place, though, Tom. You played number 9 all your life. Where a 9 should be, that's where they should be.
Tapping them in. Still count. Oh, he's taking Jonas off as well. He was on the yellow card, so
Abadaki and Fafana on the 2 yellow cards have gone off. He called the second one with Jonas.
Yeah, but you know,
Jones.
Sensible management there.
Right around the neck this time. Referee, you are 5 yards away. And I've read about this all week, happening in the Premier League. You watch this replay. Absolutely right around the neck. 2 arms, pulls him down to the ground, play on.
He did give a foul.
Yeah, he gave the foul. Yeah, definite foul, but Kai Owen once again over the free kick. Could be Carey this time with the left foot. It is Carey, flips it in again. It's a good ball from Carey. Chance! Oh, big chance, drops to Tommy Creamer. He's 6 or 7 yards out at the angle. Flashes a left foot volley over the bar.
Certainly, you know, this is their best way back into the game, but some wayward finishing by Bangor.
That is a half chance, you know.
You've got to be hitting the target from there.
Definitely. Tommy Creamer has to be disappointed there.
Yeah, but the thing is as well, you'd be, you know, Fowler and Steve Evans would be thinking, why are we giving so many chances away from set plays?
Jack Flint takes a goal kick. Abadaki. McManus knocks it forward. Bangor definitely making a better performance in the second period. Stevenson cuts back inside. They'll get the throw, Flint. There'll be no rush to take it. Flint have not lost since the split in the leagues. Llanelli, they beat 2-0, Haverfordwest 3-1, Met 1-1 and Britain Ferry 0-0. So their second half of the season is going really well. Will be the first time since 2013 this season. 3 trophy winners, TNS the league winners. Prestatyn were Welsh Cup winners in 2013 and Carmarthen League Cup. So it will happen again this year. TNS winning the league. Barry in the League Cup. Welsh Cup still open for grabs. Thorne, Phillips plays a 1-2. They went in earlier and they paid off in the first half, just overplaying a little bit there. Back to his goalkeeper. Creamer.
And I thought Flint there, the goalkeeper, should have put his foot through that ball, just maybe trying to overplay a little bit. You know, we said in the first half, sloppiness, there's getting a little bit of sloppiness getting into their play now.
Yeah, I don't think there's no doubt about that, Tom, you are right. So I think Fowler will just have a quiet word.
Straight through him. Maybe, I don't know, the referee's got a tough job to do, but
definitely.
Yeah, if that's not a yellow card again, I don't know what is. Josh Carey there, straight through.
Top scorers in the Welsh Cup so far this season. Tom Hilder to Treasure Bay with 10. Ollie Hulbert following him with 8. Obviously not involved now. So it's up to the Flint players, or Bangor, or Carnarvon, or Rill to challenge for top spot. Big semi-final tomorrow, Tom, again. Hughes again, strolling with the ball.
Interesting, Will Evans got a goal for Mansfield against Arsenal.
Oh, fantastic news. Will Evans getting a goal, the ex-Cymru Premier player. He is a big match player. Remember him scoring a brace when Wales beat England 4-0, Tom, and he's a big match player, Will Evans, and he's going on to prove it.
Yeah, certainly. This afternoon, Arsenal winning 2-1 though, unfortunately.
Abadaki takes players on with the ball at his feet usually.
I mean, that frustrates you as a manager, Mark?
Yeah, I think it will. I mean, you're 3-0 ahead. You should be playing with precision now and really pleasantly, putting the ball around and keeping the ball in areas. But on the other hand, you're 3-0 ahead. But like you said, Lee Fowler, Steve Evans also his assistant. They've won cup. Evans has won cups on numerous occasions and league titles. They'll want standards set and kept.
Yeah, 100%.
I have to give a little bit of credit to Bangor because, they're battling on. Phillips. Every ball went in early first half. Phillips has taken the shot on this time and just backing up exactly what you said, Tommy Morgan. Sloppiness just creeping in to a team worth 3-0 ahead. Sean Early and Michael Johnson looking to make a couple of changes of their own. They'll have to be dramatic changes.
They've still got half an hour left, one goal just to give them a lifeline.
Hughes, Canavan. They've really played as three centre midfielders, especially the man on the ball now, Hughes. Canavan and Thorne have never been far away from him. They've dominated that midfield area. Abadaki played as a wide man for his previous clubs. Ben Woolham inside, plays a 1-2, whips it back across the front. Carey, long throw, Jake Phillips, maybe back to basics, Tom. Phillips must arrow this one in, win behind him as well, I think. The big men, centre halves have gone up. And it's across the front of the box, it's hooked clear.
They're missing Elliot Reeves in those situations, aren't they?
Yeah, well,
he's always on the move. If you're going to score a goal, Mark, you in the 6-yard box, you've got to move, you've got to be on the move.
And the delivery has to be as good as it was in the first half as well. Creamer, Paul Roberts, it's a good, decent spell for Bangor. Gaining themselves a little bit of credit. Canavan, it's been magnificent all the game, Jake Canavan. The 3-0 advantage, Tom, just most probably
it's taking the sting out of the game.
I was taking the sting out of the game, definitely. Jones, well, in a semi-final especially, it's not very often you see that, Tom. 3-0 advantage by half-time and usually taking the sting out of the game, like you said. Wrexham play Cardiff again tomorrow. Third time.
The game's at Aberystwyth, then, by the way.
4:15 on S4C. Creamer will get the free kick on the right-hand side. Stephen Evans asking the referee why.
Smells like there's a fireworks going off here, Mark.
Well, the support has been fantastic from the Bangor fans and the Fflint fans behind the goal also. Kai Owen stands it up to the back post, goalkeeper favourite. There's a great punch from Jack Flint in goals. Free kick given to the goalkeeper as he knocks over the centre half. The referee gives the free kick.
Yeah, a good bit of goalkeeping there. Good firm double punch there. Just takes out the... Is it long, is it?
Yeah, after he's made the punch, I think he comes out, he wins the punch, and then his hand or elbow connects with the Bangor City player. Two substitutes for Bangor. Carey started the game really well. Jack Smith comes on. And Logan Williams. Jack Smith and Logan Williams come on. Carey and Barry go off. Flint. Long goal kick this time, headed back in by the centre back from Bangor. Jack Smith going in the centre of midfield. Ben Woollham. Just still the change has been Aberdaki to centre forward, by the way, Tom, and Darren Stevenson, who got the first goal and played superbly as a centre forward in the first half, seems to be taking more of a right wing mould. Interesting. Flint busy to just keeping possession, passing it around, happy to stay at that 3-0 advantage. All about getting to the final. Thorne makes the tackle, long clearance. Tom Clark. Jones gets his team a corner.
Yeah, he's worked hard, Summers Jones, to be fair to him.
Yeah, he's worked very hard.
Put a good shift in.
Alongside Declan McManus. But it's all about getting that goal to half drag him back into some sort of competition in his semi-final. Flint still relatively comfortable with a 3-0 scoreline. Can Bangor 1876 pull a goal back? Owen, outfield header, it almost drops outside the box. Canavan, the break could be on here. The race is on. Aberdaki with the ball at his feet out wide. Back inside to Hughes. Hughes, pass goes wide. Phillips. Oh, Stevenson. Can Stevenson get it in? Phillips. It's knocked in. It makes it 4-0. No flag goes up. And it is
Michael Burke.
Michael Burke, the left wing back, in a centre forward position, guides the ball into the net to make it 4-0. It's Flint Town United 4, Bangor 1876 0, and the young left back Michael Burke gets his 5th goal of the season.
Yeah, they were queuing up there to score that goal. But this is a lovely step over there. And then Aberdaki hits the shot, keeper makes a save.
That's what you call Burke. A present for Burke. Both wing-backs again involved, by the way.
Just shows you, look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 players in the box there, Mark. Jake Phillips, lovely weighted little pass there as well. To Aberdaki, keeper makes a decent save. Tap in there for Michael Burke.
Yeah, he's pushed up all the way, and as we did say, the 7 and the 3, the wing-backs have been the main dangers right the way through this game. Substitution for Flint. Jake Phillips going off and Jake Canavan going off. 2 substitutes. Ben Wynn coming on, will take the midfield role, and Josh Jones.
No doubt, I think.
It would be a long 22 minutes to go for the Bangor 1876 fans. Almost 70 minutes on the clock. Flint Town United 4-0.
Flint fans enjoying themselves behind the goal there.
Fofana being involved in play at the back. The captain just strolling now, Harry Owen. Again, Thorne. And Hughes still majestic on the ball as he has been all afternoon. Chance if he just couldn't get out of his feet then. Ben Wynn was on the edge of the area. Creamer gets the ball wide. Playing for pride now, Bangor. Donahue. Into the cross, Tom Clark. Clark. Can be a long afternoon, Tom, when you don't as many as this on 70 minutes.
Yeah, certainly it's been a difficult afternoon for Bangor this afternoon, especially for the three defenders.
Dion Donahue played on the left side of that three. Simply being torn apart by the strikers of Flint. And Flint are now coasting their way to the final. That clean sheet, Tom, will still be their target. Fowler, as I said, after a couple of minutes of this game, surely is a target to get to the Welsh Cup final, play 5 games without conceding a goal. Woolham's played well. Ben Woolham looks a class act as a right-sided centre-back.
Yeah, he was at Aberystwyth for a while on loan. Played as a right back. Played at right back there. Had a good season for him.
Joshua Jones gets it back inside to Ben Hughes. Bangor just behind the ball now. Thorne getting it wide to Fofana. Fofana inside. Hughes, no free kick given. Hughes just caught Kai Owen in the mouth, I think. Abadaki driving across.
Just can't get a foot.
Referee blows the whistle, calls the physio on. Yeah, he's gone down. He did definitely caught him with a stray arm. Just his fingers most probably just caught the side of his mouth.
Looking to make a couple more substitutions, I think. Bangor.
I think he's just having a word with Ben Hughes. Hughes said it definitely wasn't. That's a different incident I think we've got there. He won't want to leave the field. Kai Owen, he's a mainstay of the midfield. He's the mainstay of a successful season so far for Bangor in Ardell Northwest League, where they've only been defeated once.
I think we tend to forget that Bangor 1876 are in the 3rd tier of Welsh football.
Yeah, remarkable achievement. Well done in making it. Unfortunately for them, like you say, on their day they've been outgunned and really outplayed by a team playing some smart football at present. Woolham. Josh Jones comes on and tries to whip a cross in. It goes out for a corner. Flint now just looking for added goals. It's a great position to be in as a manager, as a assistant and as a player. 4-0 ahead in the semi-final with 17 minutes left. Whipped in by Ben. It is a 5th goal and it looks like Woolham. The defenders come up.
Again, superb delivery.
Just the 5th goal wraps almost everything up. It is Ben Woolham. It is the ex-TNS player. Over it comes. It's whipped across the front. Woolham gets the header. His back of the net. It's a decent header. Just shoves his marker off and arrows the header into the back of the net. Woolham makes it 5. Flint Town United 5. Bangor 1876 0.
Yeah. Just he didn't even attack the ball, did he?
Good goal, though. Good header.
Yeah, good header, good firm header.
Delivery was perfect as well. It was a decent corner by the substitute Ben Wynn. And Flint now 5-0 ahead. They are simply in Welsh Cup dreamland at the moment. They will meet Caernarfon or Rhyl in the final. And on this type of form, could be edging their way to bookmakers' favourites with the type of form they're producing at the moment.
Well, you'd be looking tomorrow for the other favourites, Caernarfon too.
Yes.
Just seen this foul here. Question about that. Yeah, if things go to form, but you know, Rhyl will have some other ideas, I'm sure. That they'll realise that they're not the favourites, but certainly you can't write them off.
No, they
beat Barringtown.
That was a fantastic performance, winning that game by 2-1. Ben Wynn looking to Bangor very deep, headed away. Bangor, as we said, certainly now playing for pride in the last quarter of an hour of this semi-final. It's up clear. McManus with his co-striking partner Dylan Summers-Jones. Bangor looking for a consolation goal. Creamer. Bangor just playing around at the back now. There's 15 minutes left on the clock. Win. Abadaki. You want to get in the action. The substitutes who come on, Tom, with the cup. Obviously, the final will now come into everybody's minds. It's on April, the second week of April. I think it's booked for Rodney Parade in Newport.
Yeah, certainly. Well, the thing is, Mark, you need competition for players to keep things healthy.
They'll be playing for their places, there's no doubt about that. It's the Welsh Cup final, April the 12th at Rodney Parade. Bangor looking for that consolation. Kai Owen with the corner. Owen stands it up. Flint again does well in goals. Flint is the goalkeeper for Flint, and his clean sheet is intact. Hughes. Michael Burke knocked it long. Burke, Apadaki. Hughes has just covered every blade of this pitch. Goes down in the box. Oh, free kick given outside the box.
9.5 from the judge there, but the dive, but
Logan Williams making the tackle, I think. That's outside.
Yeah, that's
definitely outside.
Yeah.
And that is that's not a dive, by the way. That is belly flop of the season in the JD Cymru Premier League and Cup. Belly flop of the season goes to Ben Hughes. Oh, it's whipped across the front.
Keeping them well there, to be fair to him.
I think he's caught a few of his own players out there, by the way. They haven't really read that yet. It's into a great area, Tom.
Yeah.
Declan McManus. Fofana makes the tackle. The free kick goes to McManus. Bangor City, of course, won the Welsh Cup 8 times, have a wonderful record. But the new club, Bangor 1876, will have to come another day. Header, goal, they get their consolation goal. It's a wonderful header. It's a great finish from the big centre-half.
Certainly wasn't the best of punches by the goalkeeper, Flint, there.
Adam Long with the finish. Just outside the 6-yard box, it's whipped in.
Yeah, little dink there.
And he finishes it with a plum. It's a wonderful header. Makes the score 5-1.
It's got a simple finish in the end of the day, but again, comes from a poor fist out by the keeper.
It's a great ball in, and it's a great finish from Adam Long.
Yeah.
And that breaks the duck. Flint do concede a goal in the Welsh Cup this year. Scoreline: Flint Town United 5, Bangor 1876 1. Gives the Bangor faithful something to cheer.
Yeah, certainly. Which is great that they haven't given up. They've kept going to the end.
And still a full house here at the Go Goodwins Stadium in Llandudno. Bangor again looking to prize a second goal in the competition. Fana gets the header. Jones, can he get the shot off? Jones absolutely lashes it over the bar. It's a smart effort, just couldn't keep it on target there. Dylan Summers-Jones. Bangor showing spirit, showing a willingness, showing pride towards the end of this 90 minutes.
Certainly long ball over the top there, causing a few problems. Fana not quite dealing with the header.
With two teams making as much as 8 changes between them, Tom, there's bound to be a different manner to the way the game was finished. But undeniably, Flint have just oozed class in the first 18 minutes to give them the 5-1 advantage.
Well, certainly their first half performance, wasn't it, really clinched the game for them.
Fofana back to Flint. Flint gets it wide. Max Purvis on the ball. Purvis inside. It's good intervention by Tom Clark. Long throw. He'll most probably take it. No, he doesn't take it quick. He'll take his time with a 4-goal advantage with 8 minutes to go in the game. They've switched off. Definitely should have taken the short throw there, but he arrows the long one in. Keeper punches it down and a free kick given to Bangor. I don't think the added time at the 90 will be added on a lot, Tom. I think the referee could be a bit... There you are, Bangor City faithfuls most probably. And they are, by the way. Highlights tonight: Wales women against Montenegro. Great point in the week in their draw. Good luck to the women tonight. Intervention right from Fana. Thorne. Ben Wynn gets it wide. Just no 50-50s as such now, Tom. Not a lot of tension about the game. It's just Bangor playing for pride. Real Flint looking to just see the game out. McManus, will he take the strike on? Not the best quality from Deck McManus there.
Thing is, Maggie, no urgency to the game now, is there? Let's be honest. You know, one team's winning 5 by 4 goals, and it's difficult for the team, you know, from a lower leagues.
The Flint fans obviously enjoying it in the bright sunshine. The Bangor fans showing their passion and pride to their club.
Yeah, good turnout, you know, from Flint this afternoon.
Well, it's been, crowd-wise, it's been a very successful Welsh Cup so far, and I'm sure there'll be a bumper crowd tomorrow afternoon at the Blue Turtle Arena, where Carnarvon take on Brill.
Fair news. Don't want him injured, do they?
No.
Such a vibrant player,
yeah,
isn't he?
I'd be looking to drag. Well, I think he's made all his substitutions anyway now. Would you agree, Tom, before Owen Tudor-Jones or Malcolm Allen give their man of the match?
Well, you've given it, Mark, and I don't think there's too many people argue today, Mark. He's been absolutely terrific in the middle of the park for Flint.
When you see a youngster like that dominating the game, you always think there's a chance. He always has a chance to go on. 21 years of age, and looks a class act to me. Purvis goes back inside to Flint. Jack Flint. Beautiful day in Llandudno, and it'll be a beautiful night for Flint Town United and their fans. They got a Welsh Cup final to look forward to on April the 12th. Flint just misguided his pass. Jamie Reid.
The evergreen.
Jamie Reid coming on for Dylan Summers-Jones. Dylan Summers-Jones has worked his socks off at the top, hasn't had a lot gone his way, but he has the rest of the season to look forward to.
Yeah, I think this as well. It's a good learning curve for the players playing in the tier of Welsh football. You come up against a good side, quality team, you know. So you learn.
You learn, and
it's tough.
Yeah, it's tough, but it'll make him want a bit more of it. It'll make him want Bangor City to climb. You want to play at this level every week. Purvis. McManus just gets the ball. It's a yellow card for Declan McManus. It's that interesting one again where you get the ball, but you can't make the tackle. You simply can't make the tackle from behind anymore.
From behind, yeah.
I think he definitely gets the ball. He doesn't get the ball.
No. Just missed it.
That's the cold. That's the freezing cold commentator. Who would be a referee? Well played referee, by the way. Jones drives inside, looking to get on the score sheet himself, gets a shot off. Decent save from Carl Jones.
Never got roll on effort, did he?
Jones. Jamie Reid. A couple of good substitutes, Tom. You're looking at this, and the Flint Town United, from this moment on, even in this season, when you're bringing on the likes of Abadaki, when you're bringing on the likes of Fofana, Ben Wynn, Josh Jones, Max Purvis, Alex Medimo still haven't been brought on. You know, it's a good bench, Tom.
Yeah, certainly. Got a bit of strength in depth, and you need that. You can't forget as well, you know, Flint have gone to Penrith. Well, I know in penalties, but you've got it's a tough place to go.
That's a very tough place to go. Win. Back heel from Stevenson. Stevenson got the first goal. He's looking to try and get the last goal. 88 minutes on the clock. Any bets on the fourth official's added time, Tom?
I hope it's just a couple of minutes, but I think it might be a bit longer than that.
Well, if he gives,
don't know why,
if he gives the time to every substitute that's come on, we could be here till about 6 o'clock. Three minutes we hear will be the added time. Fofana gets a free kick. McManus just has to be careful. Free kick goes against him, and he's saying a couple of words to the linesman. Take it as it is, Declan.
It's a bit of frustration, Mark. A bit of frustration.
Yeah, he just needs to come away from officials now. He don't need a red card now.
You got to remember, he's probably finding it difficult as well, having played, you know, probably at a higher level.
Yeah, but this is
with
football.
better I know, I understand that, but I mean, you know, he gets frustrated, doesn't he? Because he has put a good shift into it. He has worked hard.
Flint with the free kick. Like we said, Tom, we did talk about tomorrow's semi-final, and we did say Carnarvon will start the game undoubtedly, I think, as favourites.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll go as easily as this one today as for Flint.
What's your prediction scoreline?
I think they'll just edge it. But I think, like you said earlier on, for real to beat Barrytown.
I think Brad Young's started scoring goals now in Leaf for Carnarvon.
Yeah.
That's a a big plus for Bangor, for Carnarvon rather. So
Carnarvon, Tom, never won the Welsh Cup.
No.
So
are they been to the final? Ever been to the final?
Whoever makes it. Ben Hughes, red hot favourite for man of the match. Malcolm is picking it. Kai Owen. Jones puts it back in. Purvis heads it away. Josh Jones. Kai Paul Roberts has covered every blade of grass for Bangor. He's kept going all the game. The knock-on is from Jamie Reid. Ball taken, referee's right on hand there. He's done well, the referee's handled the game well.
Harry Owen's been good as well, defensively for Flint. I watched him before the game, Mark, in the warm-up with his other defenders, playing the line, and he was telling players, what to do and giving instructions, and that's what you need from the skipper.
Yeah, he looks a good skipper. Ben Wynn. Can he go all the way? He looks to make the run through 4 or 5 defenders. It's kept in play by Kai Paul Roberts. Flare or two being let off behind the goals with almost 92 minutes on the clock, 3 minutes to go. Donahue goes back to his goalkeeper. Well, Tommy, 30 seconds left on this 92 minutes. A fantastic performance from Flint Town United. They've earned their victory. It was a tough game for Bangor, 1876, but a well-deserved 5-1 victory.
Oh, without shadow of a doubt, they've been outstanding. Flint played some really good football.
Match on the ball again. Stevenson, he opened the scoring with the first goal. Elliot Reeves followed that with 2. Could be the last play of the game. Referee looks at his watch.
Stevenson done really well there to hold the ball up.
Yeah, Ben Hughes does get the man of the match. Whatever opposition you're playing against, Tom, as a 21-year-old, if you simply carry on playing like that, things could be bright in his future career.
Just knowing football who's watching you.
Never. Tommy Creamer still battling on for Bangor. Great ball from Creamer. With the cross up front.
Oh, what a save for the keeper.
Superb save. Jack Flint, he doesn't want to let another one in. He's let one in, the only goal he's let in the Welsh Cup this season. Superb cross. Reid with a header. Flint keeps it out. Over the bar. And the final whistle is blown. No, the referee's still making us wait. He put the whistle to his mouth. Great save from the goalkeeper, Flint.
Classic header, isn't it? Send it back the way it came against the keeper.
The referee now blows the final whistle as Flint Town United make their way into the Welsh Cup final at Rodney Parade on April the 12th. Tommy Morgan, last thoughts on their victory this afternoon, Flint Town United?
Oh, certainly well worth the victory. 5-1 didn't really, did them justice, to be fair to them, but good all-round performance, great battling performance from Bangor, and obviously it would be great to see them back in the top echelons of Welsh football sooner rather than later.
Lee Fowler, Silkmen with a 5-1 victory in the sunshine. It's a sunny day for the supporters of Flint. It's a sunny day for the players. They make the cup final. Flint Town United 5.
Well, Lee, I think you can smile now. That was certainly an impressive afternoon of football and a scoreline, I think, that reflects the quality of that performance from Flint.
Yeah, I thought it was quite comfortable. Congratulations to Jono and his team to getting to where they got to. There's just sometimes there's just a little bit of a different level when you get into that Welsh Premier League. So the lads were brilliant. I thought it was comfortable. The goal was disappointing to going in, but it's great for the lads. Got into a final now, so really pleased for them. First time in 72 years, so well done.
What you did show, Lee, was consistency throughout, I think, and those goals were really scored at important times as well, weren't they?
Yeah, the lads are coached really well by Evo. The goals are quite similar, out wide, cut back, through goals, something we work on all the time. So Evo and the lads got to take a lot of credit for that because that's all the boring stuff that they do. So yeah, I'm pleased for the lads. And again as well, just the thing with Jock, I've seen the stuff about Jock recently. Our league's been under a little bit of stress, a little bit with some bad news. So keep fighting Jock and keep fighting all the people against him.
Yeah, definitely send our best wishes to him as well. Can I ask you, did you feel to a degree that you'd done the hard work during the first half and that you were then able to enjoy that second half a little bit more?
Yeah, 3-0, it was comfortable. As I said, we got into the second half. I thought we were a bit sloppy at times as well. But that's the message you've got to say to the lads is, although it's 3-0, you've still got to continue to do the work that got you to 3-0 in the first place. There were some outstanding performances. I thought Ben Hughes today was outstanding. Ryuzi coming back in, scoring 2 goals. I've upset a few people by putting him back in, so I have to apologise to Abadaki and City for not playing. But that's what part of management is, and I've had to make the right decisions.
And now, since the first time since 1954, 72 years, as you've mentioned, Lee, you can look forward to a Welsh Cup final. I'm sure you're going to have one eye on the other semi-final, which takes place in Colwyn Bay tomorrow. Any preference at all?
No, they're both good teams, the same as Bangor. Carnarvon, we've had really good games against them. They're a really good team. And so have Rill. We've watched Rill this season as well. So we're not underestimating any team, the same as we did with Bangor today. We knew if we could stop their key players in Dion, in Kai, and we knew it would restrict them for any ball. So we'll do the same if it's Rill or same if it's Carnarvon and try our best to go and win a cup final.
Lee, enjoy this moment this afternoon and we look forward to seeing you in the final. Llongyfarchiadau mawr iawn.
Thank you very much. Take care. Well done.
Ie, Lee Fowler yn ddyn hapus, golygfeydd gwych fan hyn. Naill ochr y cae a'r llall fan ochr, os da chi. Boes Bangor gyda cefnogwyr nhw a'r Fflint di cyrraedd y ffeinal. Mae rhaid nodi ni sôn gymaint am Bangor a gymaint o gefnogaeth, gymaint o gefnogaeth gyda Fflint mae'n pnawn yma hefyd. Braf gweld hynny, mae'n fod yn bnawn gwych i'r clwb o uwch gyngor Cymru.
Yndi, a dwi'n meddwl dyl bod ni yn naturiol oherwydd hen hanes yr hen Bangor yng nghysylltiad personoli efo Bangor di gwneud nhw'r stori cyn y gêm. Mae hon yn dipyn o stori Fflint hefyd, a mae rhaid i ni werthfawrogi be maen nhw wedi wneud perfformiad hynod broffesiynol yn amlwg yn heiddi ennill y gêm, yn heiddi lle yn y ffeinal, a pwy bynnag fydden nhw'n gwynebu, a da ni'n meddwl Carnarfon eith ennill fori, fydd Fflint yn rhoi gêm i unrhyw un, a fydden nhw'n edrych ymlaen yn fawr iawn am y daith i gas newid.
Dewch i ni glywed gan rai o'i chwaraewyr buddigol nhw. Nôl yn i Nicky.
Wel, Jake, am bnawn o bêl-droed, am berfformiad, am sgôr yn y diwedd, ydych chi wedi cael cyfle i brosesu'r cyfan? Oeddech chi'n disgwyl pnawn mor hawdd â hyn?
Wel, dwi'n siŵr sydd o'n hawdd. Mae Bangor wedi cael ei cyfleon. Da ni wedi gweithio'n andros galed os yma. Da ni'n gwybod faint mor tîm dda. Maen nhw wedi bod tomor yma yn eu tir nhw, be maen nhw'n chwarae yn ddi. Ac oeddwn ni'n disgwyl gêm galed. Dwi'n meddwl gafon ni o goliau yn reit fian yn hanner cyntaf, a mae hwnna wedi helpu ni troi gêm i bnawn. Da ni'n hapus efo erbyn wan.
O'n i'n holi Lee Fowler sut beth oedd y ffaith bod chi wedi gwneud y gwaith caled os lyci chi yn ystod yr hanner cyntaf. Oedd hynny'n rhoi roedd hyn i chi fwynhau'r ail hanner ychydig bach yn fwy wedyn. O safbwynt chwaraewr, oedd hynny'n wir?
Mewn ar un llaw ydy, ond oeddwn ni wastad yn gwybod bod Bangor yn mynd i ddod allan yr ail hanner. Os oes nhw wedi cael gol fian yn yr ail hanner, fysa'r gêm di newid. A fel nes i ddeud, dwi jyst yn falch bod ni wedi gallu ennill y gêm. Wrth gwrs, mae'r sgôr yn neud o'n well, ond y peth bwysig cafodd i da ni yn y ffeinal wan.
Yeah, we're in sicr. Ben, I'd like to bring you if I can. What an incredible performance this afternoon. Consistent, strong performance. And that midfield, if I may say, was just like a well-oiled machine, wasn't it?
Well, for the past few games, it's been like that. Like, me and Jake get all the credit, really, but it is Forney as well. He's winning all the ugly stuff to like help us do our thing and create all the chances and get the glory, really.
That's very humble of you.
No, I mean, it is just true. If it weren't for Forney there, then we wouldn't be able to get on the ball as much as we do. So, yeah, it's a good team performance all round.
I mean, the side has gone through some changes in the last month or so, and since then, results have been consistently strong. Do you feel that you're building some momentum now into the second half of the season?
Yeah, well, I think it was the same last season, really. Like, we had a bit of a jittery start, and then come phase 2, we've really progressed, and I think it's the exact same this season. Hopefully, we can just keep progressing.
Absolutely, and now you've a cup final to look forward to. I'm sure you'll be watching the semi-final tomorrow afternoon as well. Any preference there in terms of who meets you?
No, either's fine. It'll be a good final, and hopefully loads of fans there as well in Newport.
Absolutely. Jake, ti di bod mewn rownd derfynol o'r blaen, ti di ennill rownd derfynol o'r blaen. Faint wyt ti'n edrych ymlaen at yr achlysur yma yng Nghas Newydd?
Ie, ti'n gwybod, o'n i'n lot iangach ar adeg yna, ac ges i ddim cyfle i fod ar y cae y diwrnod hynny. So mae hwn yn rhywbeth arbennig i mi. Dwi'n dechrau tyfu tuag at diwedd yn gyrfa wan, dwi'n agosau at 30, ac mae hwn yn rhywbeth andros o bwysig i mi a'r teulu erbyn wan, ac fel mae Ben newid dweud, nawn ni edrych ymlaen at y diwrnod yn ni, ond tan hynny mae gen ni ffocws ni wan nôl ar y gyngrair ac sicrhau bod ni yn y gyngrair yma flwyddyn nesaf.
Jake, ti dal yn spring chicken washi. Mwynhewch y dathlu hen yma. Llongyfarchiad y mawr. Congratulations.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Jake yn sôn am aros yn y gyngrair. Chofed, dyn nhw'n bell o'r gêm ail gyfle. Chi byth yn gwybod y ffordd maen nhw'n mynd yn ymwneud. Mae Jake mor gall. Mae rai gweud. A bob ma wedi bod yn ei yrfa. Mae rai bod e'n model pro fe maen nhw'n gweud yn Saesneg.
Dim heddiw di'r diwrnod i fod yn gall, Jake. Ti wedi cyrraedd y rownd derfynol, felly mae'n amser i...
Cyngor o Wain Tudur Jones.
Mae'n amser i enjoyo dy hun, boi, lle mae'r champagne, ond na, ti'n gwybod be, mae o'n broffesiynol. Yn ei ffordd, yn ei agwedd, di bod yn wasfyddlon i'r gyngrair dros y blynyddoedd, ac mae o'n heiddi enjoyo heno ac yn edrych ymlaen at y ffeinal. Mae'n
siŵr gwylio Wrexham Chelsea o bosib. Dewch chi weld goliau'r ail hanner. Tair i ddim ar yr egwyl, a wedyn ni, y gŵr yma yn dechrau ac yn sgorio. Michael Burke, rhyw 20 munud o'r diwedd. Ti'n gweld o'na gyflymder dal i fod y Fflint. Oedden nhw'n gorfod gwneud llawer yn yr ail hanner, oedd y gêm di cael i chiro, di ennill, a just yr un ffigiad bach na nath agor mymryn o le. Dion Donahue yn carlamu allan o'i safle, ti'n gweld, yn ddi-angen. Nath o'n ennill y bêl sy'n golygu bod o di gadael i ddyn. Stevenson, ti'n gweld, o'n dod allan o fanna. Os ti'n dod allan cyflymder yna, mae rhaid chdi ennill y bêl. Neu dal dy dir ac amddiffyn y croesiad. A wedyn unwaith eto gweld enghraifft o'r Fflint yn gweithio'r bêl. Efo ergyd troma, ond tap-in bach arall ac yn amlwg oedd y gêm drosodd cyn hynna, ond oedd hi drosodd go iawn ar ôl hynna. Wel, oedd hi'n 5 hefyd, dim spel ar ôl hynny. Ben Woolham yn penio, wrth i ni weld y golygfeydd hyfryd yma. O Jake Phillips yn fyna, Woolham yn neud 1-5. A ni'n gweld tipyn o goliau fel hyn dyddi yma. Yndan, cic gosod ac wastad yn siomedig, ti'n deud bob tro ti'n gweld tîm yn ildion. Be oedd yn fwy siomedig, dwi'n meddwl, oedd y gêm wedi cael ei chiro gan y Fflint, oedd yn amddiffynol i Bangor, ti'n gweld sa'r un yn neidio. Ti'n gweld, o'ch ti'n teimlo bod yr ysbryd di mynd bryd yna, nath hi'n amlygu hyn efo'r gic osod yna. Bron yn bod yn amser ni'n ffyrwelio chi, ond mae rhaid i ni weld yr eiliad yma yn dos e. Long yn taro, gol i Bangor. Gol sy'n golygu lot, achos y chwaraewyr ddim yn gallu dathlu gormod, ti'n sbio wedyn tu ôl y gol, y cefnogwyr a di troi allan yn ei canoedd, os nad miloedd o gwmpas y lle yma. Just rhywbeth bach, ti'n gwybod, fel tîm sydd yn y is-gyngreiria, ti eisiau just rhywbeth. Ti wedi colli'r gêm yn drwm, da chi gyd wedi colli ysbryd, mae gallu dathlu tuag at y diwedd yn golygu lot. Reit, mae un gêm fori wrth gol. Mae 2 gêm achos mae Caerdydd yn chwarae Wrexham o ran y menywod yn fyw o'r Esbydrec. Cwpan Cymru'r dynion, Caernarfon, Rhyl. Felly, fi'n gwybod mae Caernarfon yw'r ffefrynnau, ond yw'r Rhyl yn gallu newid pethau? Mae'n dibynnu os ti eisiau fydd ateb sy'n mynd i ddod mwy o wilwyr. Dwi'n disgwyl rhywbeth tebyg i heddiw. Mae Caernarfon yn dîm da, ac efo chwaraewyr da, safonol, a fydden nhw'n teimlo amser nhw ydi lenni i ennill y gwpan. Dyna ni, Owain. Hyfryd, diolch yn fawr iawn am y cwmni. Penwythnos mawr yn parhau fori, mwy o bêl-droed byw, ond heddi, y Fflint yn y ffeinal. Hwyl fawr i chi.